Mexicanos, Latinos, and Los Estados Unidos. Don't care if you're Ricans or even Cubanos. Look at our coaches. We have more common, don't let them divide. These suckers are vultures. Either we standing together or better be standing aside. Now is the time, don't know about you, but I'm gonna ride. We gotta climb, fight for your Vegas, man, where was your pride? Where were the gunners that you got inside? Look how our ancestors came to this country. They tried to be living the American dream. Don't throw it away. They promise you money and got your agent for the machine. Pick a new team, you flesh socialism, but that is a system that you wanna bring. You need to think, we gotta fight communism, cause it look like we on the brink. Connect all the links, so one party system is taking the power from all of the people. We need to think, when will you listen? These people are evil and won't treat us equal, so what is your plan? Hand in hand, we're standing together, cause it's the one never to do what you can. Please understand, we gotta do better, so walkers remember that we took a stand. Escúchame, 24 es el año, si se puede. Lucha, lucha por la libertad.
¡Órale, vamos! No les gusta que nos estemos juntando, porque todos los días vamos ganando. No quieren que los latinos anden despertando. Abre los ojos para ver lo que está pasando. No les gusta que nos estemos juntando. Porque...
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Latino Free Minds Podcast, episode 97. Here to give our thoughts on how we see things, how we can improve California. We try to put as much emphasis on local stuff. So, tune in, share the show, help us grow. Couple things before we get started. We're always live on Instagram, X, YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. So tune in anywhere. January 14th, we have a returning guest. This time, instead of Know Your Candidate for him, it's a Fighter Series episode. So we'll be having our friend Nick Wilson back on the 14th. So tune in for that one. January 21st will be our 100th episode. So like always, we'll be live. We hope to get as many viewers as possible on that one. We're working on getting several guests. So it'll be more than one person is gonna pop in. So you gotta tune in to see who the hell is gonna come on episode 100. So that being said, Happy New Year to everyone, and let's get this started. What's up, Christian?
How's it going, Daniel?
It's going, getting there.
Shit, dude. Well, I just want to know, Daniel, is Elon Musk, is he our boy or no? Is he gang or not gang, bro?
I have mixed feelings now, but I think because we were kind of talking about it last time with the whole,
and we're
visa
talking about
thing.
the H-1B.
Yeah. I think the problem that I'm noticing is some people are making the argument about basically hiring white people, so they're making it like a white issue. I don't think it's about that necessarily. To me, like I'd say on the last episode, I think all Americans should get an opportunity first. That's how I feel. And it's white, black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, right? But if you're an American citizen and you're here, I feel like you deserve the opportunity right away. But you know what I mean? People are making it about something else. I don't know. What do you think? What's your opinion?
I don't know, man. I just saw like Bernie was making some sense. No, did you see that?
Yeah.
So it's just, you kind of wonder their biases, right? You got Vivek also. I wonder why, and then I don't know if JD Vance has said anything, but his wife. So it's, oh man, I haven't heard him say anything.
Nah. I mean, I don't know if you.
They got skin in the game, dude. They got skin in the game on the H-1B, dude. There's a cousin, an uncle, somebody,
somewhere.
Yeah, it might squeeze in, dude. I know JD Vance.
I mean, hey, I get it, right? But I don't know, man. I think as long as we're trying to give Americans the opportunity, and I think we said it on the last episode too, right? We're not talking about everything, it depends on what it is. And if there are Americans out there that can potentially do it, I don't see why they wouldn't get the opportunity first. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, who would have thought, Daniel, that it'd be the Indians that get us to Mars, I guess. So,
hey, it might be. Then there's the angle too about it's cheaper workforce. So and I think that's kind of what Bernie was trying to say, right? But
right.
I don't know. Like I get what Bernie said, but it's also like his angle is a little still too liberal for me. So attacking
Yeah, man.
billionaires, but he kind of makes sense. But I don't look at
Yeah.
I don't look at things through that perspective. I
Well,
guess.
well, I hope not. I hope there's no, because when the way you look at it, Elon does have a lot to benefit out of it, and then
Hmm.
did Trump end up backtracking kind of what he said and kind of said Americans first a little later?
Not from what I have seen. I think he's just been he kind of backed Elon, so
Yeah.
you know
Hmm.
they're not making it seem too, what do you call it, like it's a big deal on their end. But
Right.
who knows, man. I think
You you think American Indians are a little upset?
maybe if
You think
if
American Indians are like,
if
"Yeah,
they
how
di-
would you
if
feel that?"
if they didn't go to college, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, they started importing Mexican people to be farmers, or roofers over here.
Yeah,
We're out of
yeah,
luck.
yeah, man. um but I don't know, we'll see what happens, right? It might be just uh something that's not a big deal that's getting blown up. There's also that possibility too, right?
Hmm.
um I don't know. I guess we'll just see how all that plays out. But I understand kind of both sides. But the one that I understand the most is, yeah, they didn't run on this. So why are they coming
Right,
out with this now? So
right,
I think that side has a little bit more, you know, of a valid argument if
right,
you ask me. But
right.
we'll see how it all plays out. We can't, what do you call it? Just consider the whole thing lost because there's one thing that we don't agree with. But again, we gotta see how it plays out. So
Yeah, yeah. Start doing math, everybody. Bet get your shit together.
remember, I think people would get banned when they said learn to code.
Yeah, you better learn the code.
Learn to code.
It's back. It's back, son.
Shit, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but that could all just be smoke. Smoke in the air. There's that terrorist attack, or what? They're backtracking that too. No, first, well, two, right?
Two, yeah.
Vegas and then Louisiana, the Bayou.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's the whole thing, right? Where they came out at first, and the lady said that it wasn't a terrorist attack, and then like an hour later, they ended up saying, "Yeah, it was." Um, the whole thing too is you know, I kind of get it. I don't know. Actually, I don't get it. Like why they hid the ISIS flag.
yeah.
You know.
No. Well, I don't know, man, because they're saying that there's a couple people helping him, right? Like a girl and two dudes or something like that. But now they're saying he acted alone again.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I don't know.
Like,
And there's
hmm,
there's a
I don't.
lot of connections in between the two little incidents. Not little incidents, but the two incidents.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. No, I think I thought that was weird. The the you know hiding the flag, the ISIS flag that the guy had. Um, I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning was for it, honestly. But I can't. If that's what that person did, that was his thing. He was radicalized or whatever they want to call it by for that. Um, I think all these things got to be transparent all the way through, and that goes with everything, right? They always try to hide things here and there from the public. I don't know if they're thinking hiding the flag protects the public somehow, or if they're if I, okay, if I were to guess, they probably hid the flag to stop against like Islamophobia or some shit like that.
Hmm.
It's got to be some dumb shit like that.
Hmm. And you're very Islamophobic. Hmm.
Mm. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Go on. Go on, brother.
Care to elaborate?
No, man. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, what ex-military, both of them,
Both of them.
they both rented both of those cars, like nice cars too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, rented them through the
This.
same app or the same, whatever
Yeah.
website. I don't know, man. Maybe they should ban electric cars, not to make light on it, but that's
Mm.
yeah,
Hey,
man. It's
I mean, I'm not one for electric cars, but at least the Cybertruck did its thing.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, that's
yeah.
that's another thing, right? That they were saying. I think, and then again, you never know what's true and what's not. But I was seeing that guy's family, the Las Vegas guy, um, it was some family member, and they were talking about how good he was with just making bombs or diffusing bombs, and saying that he could have done a way more efficient job. He
Mm,
said, I think they said that he could have taken out that building. How good he was. So it's a little odd, right? And the
mm,
other thing is he had a bullet, a headshot wound,
mm-hmm,
a head wound from a
mm-hmm.
bullet or whatever. And you know, do those Tesla trucks have automated? They drive by themselves?
I think
Not
so.
yet. Do
I
they?
don't all, I figured all
Daniel,
Teslas had that.
Daniel, is that
Let's
not
get.
crazy, bro? You
Hold
can't
on.
just throw a body in there and poof, send them on down yonder.
The Cybertruck. What did you call that again? What is a Cybertruck?
Oh man, don't
Cyber.
do that to me in front of the podcast. Automated, automated, yeah, automated.
The Tesla Cybertruck does have autonomous driving capabilities, but with certain
Autonomous.
nuances. So,
Okay. So my question is, did he have a gunshot wound to the head before or after? Did he do that right there, or did they, boop boop boop, send him on that way? You know? Ew,
uh,
dude, it's freaking
yeah,
fishy.
yeah. I mean, it has the ability, um, to drive itself. So, yeah, that would be a question, right, in their investigation about that what do you call it? The gunshot wound. Did it happen as he parked? Like, did he park,
Did he
shoot
do that
himself,
there?
and then or did someone kill him, put him in the truck, send him on his merry way?
CIA,
You know what I mean?
allegedly.
Well, there would be there'd be all kinds. I guess I would have to watch the video again, and I don't know if you could see any like if he shot himself in there, you'd imagine you see some kind of blood
Right,
splatter or something.
right.
Um, I don't know.
It would be crazy if he shot himself. He did it on his way there. You know,
Yeah,
thing where it was already on autopilot, and yeah, man, and then there, the people that that they go to the scene, they say that, oh, the body's too charred to really surely confirm, but then they got the ID, the ID's good, so
or that there was a letter in there, right?
yeah, bro,
I think I saw
yeah.
that. I don't know. I think before we came on, I saw Sean Ryan was posting some stuff about I. Hold on, let me double check this because I think he said that guy emailed him before.
Mm. Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
I saw that guy was on a show with Tim Kennedy, you know, so. But it's crazy how I don't know. What do you think? We do you think we knew more about the guy that shot at Trump than this guy at this time? You know,
Mm,
I think I saw a journalist walking through the house of
yeah.
the guy from Louisiana.
Mm.
Like not even 48 hours. So, oh man, you compare that to the dude that tried to shoot at Trump,
Yeah.
and it's a whole different
Supposedly
story.
he emailed Sean Ryan and some other guys um before to to get on their podcast and talk about something. So
Well, supposedly he really loved America.
yeah. Well,
So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
hmm, yeah.
But they're how unwilling they were to call it a terrorist attack, you know? You
Yeah.
kind of got to understand a little bit where what if it was just one guy that got radicalized and they're like, "Well, we don't want them to think ISIS is here."
I mean,
You
come on.
know?
I mean,
And
I
they're
think
here,
I think
bro. They're
everybody knows they're
here,
here.
dude.
We've been
They're
talking
here,
about
dude.
we've
T-
been talking about that for a
Dude,
minute.
today, today I'm driving down through San Francisco. I'm not saying it's ISIS. Obviously, I'm not saying it's ISIS. But I was driving through San Francisco, and two dudes, refugee looking,
You
they
don't
were
like
they.
refugees.
Hey, bro, you said it, not me. Man, they were driving these little dirt bikes, man, on the street. I had never seen it in San Francisco. Not in San Francisco, dude. I've seen in videos in New York, and those Puerto Ricans are pretty crazy out there. But I don't know what these guys were. They were, I don't know. They had, again, bro, when people cover their heads like that, I understand safety. They had the little helmet on, but that helmet that covers their whole head is a little creepy, dude. And yeah, man, it was real easy for them to pull up to the side of my car door, right? While I'm
Mhm.
stuck at traffic. So, yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. So, don't bring that on over to yeah, man, it made me really paranoid. It made me really paranoid. You can't do nothing when you're stuck in traffic, bro. In San
Yeah.
Francisco. Now you
Oh
got
no,
these
you're
dudes
there.
weaving in and out of traffic, you
You're
know?
there, dude.
Yeah.
On
Give me everything you got. Fuck.
I don't know.
Dang it.
Here's here's one thing that me personally, I've since 9/11. This is something that I've always thought of is you know, what they did with the planes, if if they did it. What they did with the planes, that won't happen
Ilhan
again.
Omar says Ilhan Omar says some people did some things.
Yeah, they did something. If there's no way that I feel like it's not gonna happen again, right? With all the
Hmm. Hmm.
TSA shit that we had to deal with, all the freedoms we gave up there for safety, the whole plane thing probably won't happen again or won't be attempted again. Who knows? That's just
Hmm.
kind of my thought. But I've always thought like, okay, like what's gonna stop these fools from getting like 18 wheelers or just a truck, a car in general, and just drive into
Yeah, man.
buildings, drive into whatever, right? You get a fucking tank, gas tank, the tanker trucks, and you full go
Yeah.
into a building. What's
Chris
gonna stop anybody?
Christmas in the Park, San Jose. That thing is literally on the street, you know?
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
easy pickings.
So the whole thing with the truck like plowing people down. I mean, it happened what in was it in
Ah,
Germany
it's terrible, man.
a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago
Germany.
too? So
Germany. Guess the race.
the the one that happened was in 2020 in Wisconsin,
That was terrible too.
where the headlines were car goes through crowd. It's
Same
like
thing again, right? Yeah.
was it just a truck by itself?
Yeah.
Um, so
Well,
it's
that's why I was saying, Daniel, and obviously it's just a little light, but banning electric trucks, not even electric, right? Just banning trucks. They
I
hate trucks. You know they hate trucks. So it's like, just another tally, bro. It's
Hmm.
just chipping away at that time at that mountain. Trucks, I think guns, trucks. you know, it's if you take away your guns, man, yeah. So it's I don't think so, man. It's just another who knows, man.
Yeah, who knows,
It's
man?
it's a lot of fishy stuff. It's terrible, man. Those videos, man. But um yeah.
Oh man, who knows? I mean, what do you think about all that? Because, like I said, we've been saying, with the whole open border, the whole, we've talked to Art Del Cueto, we talked to Anthony Agüero, Vincent Vargas, all those guys, have worked or are work, do border patrol or something like that. You know what I mean? They
No.
do work related to the border, and they've all talked about gotaways. People that no one can count, can account for, and they just cross the border. All you see is the feet tracks, the footprints,
Mhm.
and who's to? They're here. I think if you want to be realistic and live in reality, there's more people here that hate us than there was before 2020. I think I mean, I don't have all the data, but I'm pretty sure I could bet that's a fact.
Hey, brother, and they're crafty. They're crafty. There's around every corner, man, in the Bay Area over here. I see, bro. Please, I don't want to get it wrong. Maybe refugees is probably a nicer word, but they look. I'm gonna describe them as gypsies, if that's all right with you. But man, they're there and everybody's got a little uniform or they got a little picture of a really sick baby with a rare type of disease, and it's like, really? Like
Mm-hmm.
really you have that? And it's like they'll trick you, man. They'll pull at your heartstrings. But it's like at
It's a
every
scam.
corner, dude.
Yeah.
At every corner you got a sick little baby like that. That's crazy. Maybe we shouldn't have those genes over here in the United States. But I digress. You know, and like you were telling me the other day about how you saw somebody playing the violin. If I were to see somebody playing the violin, they would catch me for just looking at them. I would donate a good 30 minutes looking at them until I was like, I'll give him $5 or something. But you telling me he had a speaker, I would have never, I would have never put that together. The speaker behind the rock. Oh man, hey, that's not cool, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like that. Again, just not something else I don't like. I don't like it one bit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a
Fucking
scam, dude.
gypsies tricking me on the street, dude.
They trick
Just trying to
you
get some in and out.
with your favorite song, dude, on violin.
What the hell? Beethoven 7C? What the hell?
It's yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
A refugee? Hidden Beethoven C?
well. That's I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Different cultures. I don't know. I don't know, man.
It's I if it feels something true, right? If they are, yeah, I would be doing the same thing. If it
Mm-hmm.
was something, raising money, and there's no other way. They don't look like they're working. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing I'm not working either. I would do the same thing, you know? But I'm hoping these people are honest, bro, and they're just not. I know. They're tricking me just like the violin, dude.
Yeah.
And they're in the middle of the road. Now if I hit these people,
They
they
sue
get
you.
paid off of my insurance. Nah, I don't think so, man. You
Yeah.
know, it's and the thing is, it's just not safe. It's not safe. Again, I'm talking about in the middle of the road, and we're thinking, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, dude. They're 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds in the middle of the day, baby carriages, and they're all there, or
Mm-hmm.
they're sitting outside a Target. Again, I don't know how else to describe them. Refugees, bro. The refugees. You know, Eh, they, you can tell, bro. You see the homeless and you see mm, you know, you can see. You could line up a refugee and you could line up a homeless guy in front of me, and I'll tell you which one's which. And That's just how it goes, man. And you know what I'm talking. You're laughing because you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
think
It's homeless is just somebody from the city. You know, bad
yeah.
times got them. You know, a
Hmm.
gypsy is something you don't know what they are. it's you know,
So you can't
hair of an
tell.
Irish person, nose of a Mexican person, ears of an Asian guy. What the hell? What the hell is even this? Yeah, man. I'm just saying it's not safe. Again, these are just first world problems, but it's man, you gotta obey them, or you put other people at risk. You know, I've
Mm.
seen it. I've seen where they're walking across the street like ducks, man. And literally, the last baby duckling is not old enough to cross the street, bro.
Hmm.
And mother goose is long gone down the other side of the parking lot. So yeah, man, it's yeah, yeah. But H1B. Man, hey, dude, those fools, gypsies already here. Maybe they'll get us to Mars. You know, I don't know. Elon knows, but yeah, dude. Yeah, again, we're just talking about deportation. It's just all. Oh, did you see? Did you see about the Mexican president? How she said she's kind of down with being a transportation deportation hub.
Is she?
So she's gonna. Well, what else is she gonna do, dude? We're
She
gonna say
could.
if
She could stop caravans coming through their border. I saw that
Airport.
supposedly there's another one,
You'd
and
imagine
they were just letting them
they
through.
wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't want that. If I live in
They would have.
Mexico,
They
I
shouldn't
wouldn't
want
want
that.
no caravan coming through.
No way. Especially Mama Frijol
Yeah.
saying that beans are for pigs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit. She got. Should have got. She should have got deported
she,
again, like from here to there,
eh,
then back.
no, who gets deported from Mexico? That would have been Mama Frijol, you
Yeah,
know.
they should
But
have. They should
no,
have.
man. So apparently, she said she's willing to accept Mexicans and
Well,
non-Mexicans, and eventually, well, again, she's saying like well, we're gonna go ahead and do this thing. You've got no choice. If we
no.
deport them, where do they go, Daniel? Fuck it, well, okay, you get the hub, or we spread them out.
Well, I think when they deport, they try to find out the country of origin, and I think they do try to deport them where they're from.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, maybe if they don't, they probably just send them. You came through Mexico, I'm sending you back there.
right,
Again, that's
right.
why. That's why I don't know why, as a leader, the leader of Mexico or the people in Mexico, you know, why would they want that? You
Yeah,
know, I I
yeah,
I don't know. It makes no sense, right? But I feel like Mexico has bigger issues they have to address. But you know,
yeah. So so what do you think? You think she got punked by the terrorists, or she had no choice? I think it's a little bit of like you had no choice. You're talking out your butt. You're the first woman president. You know you don't want to.
mm.
I don't know, man. She was saving face in the beginning,
Okay.
but
Well,
she's doing it now.
who in Mexico benefits from a bunch of unknown, unregistered people?
Hell, man. It sounds scary. It sounds scary for the US and it sounds scary for Mexico, you know?
But you know, there's only one group I could think of to take advantage of people. That's the
China.
only people that benefit from that.
Yeah, man. So,
So
and she was talking real. She was calling Americans junkies,
that's good.
She,
Mm,
yeah. So, we're,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just another place to conquer, allegedly. Because, you see Trump's shopping list. You see Canada. He wants it. He wants Greenland, and he
Hmm.
wants the Panama Canal, and they all got a little bit of truth to it.
Yeah, they do.
So it's a little crazy that would be crazy, but that's a shopping bag, But I do think we need that Panama Canal thing back.
Yeah. Well,
We should.
as far as I
And
know,
who gave that back? Carter, your boy Carter. You
he
voted for him.
I didn't vote for
You
him.
voted for
He
Carter.
voted for he got his dying wish. He voted for Kamala supposedly.
Oh my
Um,
god. Oh, he didn't say no. He didn't just say he said my dying wish is no. He
I don't
gave
know.
three
That's
chapters
it's either his family said that that was his
on hospice.
lifelong goal. They carted him in. Someone probably held his hand like this with the pen, and you know what I mean. Hadn't touched the fucking the screen.
Yeah, no. They put the little ink right here on his nose and just
I don't
Carter,
know.
dude.
I don't know how. You know, yeah, he voted
Yeah.
for Kamala. So, but no, as far as I know, the Panama Canal isn't. There's like a treaty, so it doesn't really fully belong to Panama. It was like something
Mhm.
between the U.S. and if they and there's like clauses in there that, like you said, there's some truth to it where if Panama is kind of like fucking shit
Yeah.
up. You know, there's clauses that we can take control of it again.
No,
So
well, I'm gonna flex a little bit. I read a book on this
yeah,
like 5 years ago. It was maybe 20 pages, but
hey, more than a lot of people read.
it was a book, bro. And yeah, it was talking about all those clauses. You know how nobody could do it, and I think the French couldn't do it.
Mhm.
I don't think the French could do it, and it ended up being us taking over.
Mm.
So yeah, and taking over that project, and yeah, and I think we told them something about we were gonna own it for a couple years, and then go ahead and give it back to them once, But yeah, they rely on us again.
Yeah, I don't know. But I didn't see that stuff about the Mexican president. Um, I don't know. She needs to make her country great, so she should focus on that. But yeah,
Yeah,
I've also said it before. Only way Mexico's gonna be great is if we take over. So that might be the only way. And I can't
yeah,
see one Mexican that would be against that. You know,
yeah.
Americans are gonna have to get used to fucking saying Oaxaca and shit like that. But hey, keep it. It's a fair trade to keep the Mexicans happy.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah, yeah. You want good neighbors, no? You want to keep your neighbor good. Treat your neighbor.
Shit.
Yeah, man. So,
Yeah, we'll see what
oh
happens.
man,
One day into this year, and kind of those
that
things
was
happen.
pretty
So
crazy.
it's pretty crazy.
So,
I think I've heard people being worried about. I think Danny has said it. Him even getting in office. Right? It's the third. We got to wait till the 20th is the inauguration. The
uh-huh.
6th they certify the election, so that'll be Monday. We'll see what happens. You know,
We'll see if they can get these guys in, right?
I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, yeah, other things might happen. You know, I think we got to be prepared for other
I think
things
that's
to
that big
happen,
boom. Hmm.
and you know, it's mm, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Oh man, I hope Maha pulls through, man. I hope that he's able to, pull through and get those votes. But yeah, man. I don't know. Today I saw that I can't you don't know. But I thought I saw that a city in Florida
Hmm.
voted to get fluoride. Sorry, I got my Memphis accent on right now. Got fluoride out of their water. Voted like 5-0 or something like that.
Hmm.
Florida, always leading the way. Not sure if that's true, but shout out to Florida.
To remove
Yeah,
fluoride, you say?
fluoride, brother. So, yeah, that's just another thing we were talking about a little earlier. But again, what conversations were held?
Hmm.
What scientists do they have that California wouldn't want to listen to?
Mm. To to Tavares, Florida, December 2024, the city of Tavares voted to remove fluoride from its water supply. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's see.
it's happening, bro. So it's like, dang, man.
Mm-hmm.
Enough people are hearing this from other alternative, media, and it's almost like, all right, maybe if we don't get Kennedy or they're not able to get Kennedy, that maybe people
Mm-hmm.
know enough or yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It says that city was in December, and then it says Collier County did it in February 2024. Winter Haven in November 2024. Winter Haven City voted to remove fluoride. So several places in Florida have already voted to remove fluoride from their water source. So
Multiple cities. Wow.
yeah, so
There you go, Florida, man.
shit.
So what are they finding? Why does Target sell toothpaste without fluoride? You know, what's
Mm-hmm.
that about?
Well,
Why is
that's the
that an
thing.
option?
You go to the dentist. The dentist tells you to put fluoride on your teeth, right?
You better not.
So
You better not. I like all my IQ points. Thank you very much.
it says, all right. Let me share this one again. So
And I'm sure I'm paying for this fluoride.
so
I'm
I
sure
put
it's a tax somewhere.
I asked, was it Grok? Yeah, Grok. Health risks of fluoride. Fluoride, when consumed or exposed to at levels typically recommended for dental health, is generally considered safe. However, excessive intake or exposure can lead to several health risks. Here are the primary concerns associated with fluoride. Dental fluorosis. This is most commonly discussed health effect of excessive fluoride intake, particularly in children whose teeth are still developing. So let's see, what does it do? Can range from mild, where teeth show white spots or streaks, to severe, where the enamel's appearance is significantly altered or becoming stained or even pitted. This condition is primarily cosmetic but can be indicative of higher fluoride exposure. Skeletal fluor- fluorosis. Long term
Mm,
ingestion of high levels of fluoride can lead to skeletal fluorosis, a condition where fluoride accumulates in the bones, making them denser but more brittle. This can result in pain, joint stiffness, and increased risk of fractures. Hmm.
obviously.
Skeletal
Obviously.
fluorosis is rare in regions with controlled fluoride levels in water, but can be a significant issue in areas where natural water sources contain high
Mm-hmm.
fluoride concentrations. The neurodevelopmental effects, okay? Thyroid function. Hmm. A lot of women get this. Bone
Yeah,
health,
thyroid. The ladies gotta take care of the thyroids, man. With all their balance, those are
gastrointestinal
hormones.
effects. Gastrointestinal effects. Acute ingestion of
Guilty.
high fluoride levels can cause nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. Kidney function. You don't need kidneys. Excessive
Mm,
fluoride can accumulate in the kidneys, potentially leading to impaired function, especially in
mm.
those who with pre-existing kidney conditions.
Ooh, count me in.
Pineal gland calcification. There's anecdotal, but some
My
studies.
pineal gland?
Yeah, and then
Not
cancer
my
risk.
pineal gland.
Some some
Damn,
studies.
that's like the main stem in your brain, bro. That pineal gland is dangerous,
Yeah,
bro.
uh, bone cancer. So it
Hope I
damages the
said it right.
bones. It sounds like too much of it.
Yeah, man.
So
But they said in small quantities, right? But thank goodness I don't take 3 showers a day. Thank goodness I'm not brushing my teeth.
is
Thank
and
goodness
then
I'm
that's the
not
thing.
throwing
It's
that.
like, is it small quantities a day? Like if I drink a cup of water a day, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Does that not
Mm-hmm.
add up?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I've
Yeah.
been drinking
No, it's
water
every day.
for every day of my life almost. So
I'm taking 3 showers a day, dude. I gotta
full of
keep this thing clean.
full of fluoride. Damn.
Full of fluoride, dude. I rub myself with fluoride. You know? That's not fair, dude. So can't brittle all the
Uh,
water.
yeah.
But
No, I
Florida,
don't.
man, I'm gonna go take a shower in Florida. I'm gonna go take a shower in Florida, dude. They're chilling out there. They don't even know. Well, they obviously they do know, bro.
Yeah.
They know.
Who knows,
So
man? Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, right? With the like we were talking about the H1B and like that controversy. Um, I get it, but there's some like I don't want to be negative about the whole administration. You know what I mean? Because that whole
hmm
stuff with hopefully making America healthy, like that's cool. You know, um,
hmm
there's a lot of good that can come of it. It's just I don't know. I think it just kind of took like a. Is it a distraction? Is it legit? You know what I mean? Is it a
yeah,
I don't know, man. I think
it's so
mhm. Go ahead.
it's just so broad, right?
Mhm.
You're talking about the stuff that we eat, the stuff that we shower with, and then at the end of that, you got the vaccines.
Mhm.
Stuff that we're forcing other people to do, forcing babies to take at a real young age, taking a whole bunch at one single time. And all these studies are showing, wow, man, I wish I had the studies, but maybe I'm talking out my butt. But I've seen stuff where they're talking about, you know, uh, they can see the fluoride levels in babies that have autism, you know?
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what they can do because it's so broad.
Yeah.
So broad and who's benefiting and what type of, you know, chain would get messed up by taking fluoride out of the water. Who's making money off of fluoride? You know?
It's gotta be pharmaceutical, man. You know what I mean?
Eh,
And then what do they tell you? What do they tell you to
China.
drink? You have weak ass bones? What do they tell you to drink?
Milk,
What kind of
fucking
milk?
liars.
What kind of milk though? Be
Uh,
specific.
not raw.
Exactly. See, it's all
not
fucking connected. It's all
not raw.
connected.
Yeah,
It's all
man.
connected, man.
Who makes you know what? Before I check it, now I remember. Somebody said fluoride is a after product, not an after product, a byproduct of something else.
Let me ask Grok, what is fluoride
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
byproduct of? Let's see if that question makes
Cancer.
sense.
What the fuck?
Let's see. Fluoride is most commonly a byproduct of several industrial processes. Here, I'm gonna share the
Ooh,
screen.
what?
So
Wait,
people,
industrial or like a what?
it
What
says
is that
several
like?
industrial processes, particularly phosphate fertilizer production. The
Mm.
primary source of commercial fluoride is from processing a phosphate rock to produce phosphoric acid, which is used in fertilizer manufacturing, aluminum production, in the extraction of
Woo!
aluminum from bauxite, or through the Hall Herlock. Oh man, I'm not French. I can't read that process. Fluoride compounds used as a flux to lower the melting point of aluminum. Okay, steel and non-ferrous material industries, coal combustion, glass and ceramic manufacturing, and chemical manufacturing. These industrial byproducts have historically been significant source of fluoride that can enter the environment, requiring careful management to prevent pollution. The fluoride used in water fluoridation is often derived from these industrial processes, particularly from the phosphate industry, where it's collected, purified to some extent, and then used for public health purposes. However, this practice has been a point of debate regarding the suitability of industrial byproducts for human consumption.
Dang, I just asked who makes money off of fluoride, and it didn't say who makes money, but it says guess who? It says the Center for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) has been the lead agency in water fluoridation since 1975, and it supports infrastructure, technical assistance, and training to promote water fluoridation. Oh, look at them again, brother. Got the little dirty, little stinky little hands, and
Mm-hmm.
it what makes a human and what makes us, dude.
Yeah.
Like the health, man. Now I'm hearing there's underwears we can't wear as guys. There's Lululemons are messing up ladies. You know what kind of? And it's true. It makes so much sense, Daniel. You gotta dip this stuff in solutions to make them shiny, make them tight for a little bit, and then they get loose and all that stuff. Those are all. Hey, bro, I'm not wearing underwear all the time. You know that's all I'm saying. And these, I'm getting lead on my balls.
It's
It's not good, man.
no, man, it's all connected. I mean, like I said, even if it's little by little, right? You're putting fluoride in your body. Little by little, you start to get sick, right? And what?
Mm-hmm.
You need medicine. You need something. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it seems like pharmaceutical companies are the one that always end up benefiting from a lot of this stuff, that I would
Hey.
say the same people benefit from, selling fucking Fruit Loops and shit like that. Yeah,
Yep.
obviously Kellogg's or whoever allegedly gets their money, but the back end of that is, you deal with kids with obesity and ADHD and all this other shit. And who benefits off that end now? You know?
But Daniel, I don't
Go ahead.
want you to get it twisted. I don't want you to get it twisted. Okay. The cost per year for U.S. communities is around 50 cents per person. Okay, that's and then $3 per person in small communities to add this fluoride. Okay,
Mm.
but I'll let you know, cavity treatment, communities served by the water that has fluoride save an average of $32 per person a year. Damn, I just paid $836 on my teeth. You know,
Mm-hmm.
thank goodness. I sacrificed all my other hormones and stuff in my own thyroid to have a little bit of fluoride in my water to save 32 bones. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you, Obama. Thank you.
Yeah. And,
That's crazy, man.
and you know what I thought of the other
I don't
day?
want to save $32, damn. Give me those 32. Shit.
uh, you know, I thought of the other day because I heard a commercial and it had to do with like pharmaceutical or like some foundation, donate here
Mhm.
to for research to the cause of yada yada, whatever it was. And I started
Mhm.
thinking like, has there ever been a foundation that was established to do research to basically find a cure to whatever it is that they were established for? Like, have they ever found that cure? Or do people just continue donating so they could continue to research?
Just erections. I think they figured that out.
That's it.
I think that's it. I think that, yeah. Affects 50% of the population worldwide.
I don't know, dude.
That's about it. Well, that one interview that I saw with Joe Rogan, that's most of the stuff that they advertise, most of the stuff that they give these doctors to promote. So it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there are, right? Maybe there are, but um,
Well, they said even the polio shot, right? That's the one we give the most credit to, the polio vaccine. I think that even amongst itself created other issues or brought up another type of polio. So it's like, you know, maybe we should stop messing with stuff, you know?
yeah, I don't know. I think
Science.
the cure
Believe the
for
science.
yeah, no, the cure for a lot of things is probably eating better. Looking at what we are
Eat,
putting in our bodies.
eating better.
So you know,
Eating better.
we'll see
A
what
good
happens
healthy
there.
colon.
Yeah, that's why I get the whole visa controversy and all that, but it's like I don't want to consider it all a lost cause either. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, again, I've already said there's stuff that I don't agree with that, but I don't know. I guess we got to see what happens. We got to see what happens. I don't like feeling what do you call it? Uh, Demoralized or like shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, like the whole thing's already wasted. It's like I don't want to. It's like kind of being an absolute, right? Like where it's like everything has to go my way. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I think Star Wars said it the best, and I feel gay saying this, but Star Wars said it the best. They said only Siths deal in absolutes, so don't be a Sith. Yeah, man. Fucking. Sometimes I want to be a Sith, bro. I went to Lucky's today. You know how much huevos are?
Eggs are crazy right now, and they're
Bro,
always sold out.
is that salmonella? Oh, dude, I let somebody. I again being nice, bro, because I'm just chivalry, bro. You always have chivalry around me, dude. If you're a lady, and I help you, I'll let you cut me, you know. But I let one person cut, and I saw three. I saw 3 cartons of eggs, bro. And I said, "What? Either I take it from the next lady's hand, or I cut her." And no, not even cut her. It was my turn. So but that was almost $13 a carton of eggs.
What are you talking?
That's
18, 18 or 12 eggs?
12,
Damn.
12, 12. No, 12, dude. I've never even seen this freaking brand before. So that's how I want to make sure that they're real eggs and not some fake, wonder eggs. Ew, you know.
Yeah.
But that's crazy, bro. I paid $110 at Lucky's. Hey, Daniel, look at me. Look at me. Please look at me.
What's up?
Nothing healthy. Nothing healthy. RFK would not.
Would
Nothing
not
healthy in
approve.
this. Not approve. Not approve. All right. Like 11 items. Each one was around $7, dude. 7 plus. That's no tax. $7. 7.89 or whatever. And the total came out, dude. The math doesn't even make sense. It was like 11 things, $7 each thing, and the total was like 110, 112. You know, so
Hmm.
it's like, oh shit, there's some taxes in there about bags or paper bags or now you got a recycling fee and all that. Ah man, bro, everything is so expensive, and everything is they're putting everything behind a fucking cage.
Hmm.
They're
Yeah.
putting everything behind a cage, dude. And I'm assuming these cages cost money, bro.
Yeah. I put
My
why
eggs,
I put why is there an egg shortage in California? It says the egg shortage in
Salamilla.
California is primarily due to a combination of factors, with the most significant being number one, the bird flu outbreaks.
Mm,
California has been significantly affected by outbreaks of highly uh, pathogenic avian influenza. Let's see. These outbreaks have led to the culling of million egg laying hens to prevent the spread of the virus. For example, by late December 2024, over 6.5 million hens across the U.S. were affected, with California
mm.
bearing a substantial portion of these losses. They need to depopulate entire flocks when even one bird tests positive for the virus. They need to depopulate the entire flock when even one bird tests positive for the virus has directly reduced the egg supply. Damn.
And these flocks are crazy, I bet. I bet.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
It says rebuilding egg production after avian flu outbreak takes time. Chickens need about 18 to 24 weeks from hatching to start laying eggs. Okay. So after the flu, you got to wait for the chicks to grow.
Hmm.
Uh, it says these factors combined have led to a situation where California is experiencing both a shortage and higher egg prices. The USDA and local reports have indicated that this situation might persist into mid 2025 due to the time required to replenish flocks and stabilize supply.
But isn't that price gouging?
Um,
Is
let's
that not like taking advantage? Like, all right, well, fuck it, we'll keep the price the same, and they run out, they run out, they run out.
so
You can't,
supply and demand, I guess. I don't know, right?
or they raise the
Which,
prices so people can. You see that? Raise the price so people can't afford to buy 2 cartons of eggs. You know?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy. It's crazy.
yeah,
I
man.
I go and yeah, like you said, there's always different brands. It's not always the same brand. Yeah.
Well, it's just eggs are one of those. Dude, you can't afford meat. Eggs will do it, dude. Eggs will get you there. Eggs will get you over a hard time. Beans, eggs, and now you're giving America a good punch, or California a good punch in the gut. The people, not
Mm-hmm.
even California, it's the people, man. That hurts. That
Yeah.
hurts. $11 hurts. Oh
Yeah.
man, it hurts.
And
And I
and
don't
and
even
that
have a Costco card.
and that too. It like yeah, if you go to the grocery store, it's like you said, right? It's just random brands start popping up, and
Yep.
is this good? Where'd this come from?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's just well in out here in Fresno, probably like last month or so, there was like a lot of produce too that was always short, like
Mm.
tomatoes, avocados, all the shit Mexicans buy, jalapenos. Um, you guys deal with that over there? I don't know if it's just a store I was going to, but it was always like you'd show up and there's always like an empty section. It's like they're out of this or they're out of that, and I don't know. I thought that was weird.
No, no, no real shortages. The last couple shortages I remember it was a chicken wing shortage. That's bullshit. The other shortage was
Well, if they're killing all the chickens, we should have plenty of chicken wings.
right. I
you could
can't eat
you could
the
you could
infected
fry
ones.
you could fry the disease away. No.
You telling me I've never eaten a chicken with a little bit of H1N1? I've never eaten a chicken with H1N1.
Hold
With a
on,
little bit
fool.
of H1N1.
It's H5N1.
Oh shit.
Leave the pigs out of
That's
this.
that's fine. Oh, that was swine flu. Oh
leave
shit.
the pigs out of this, bro.
Oh man, sounds a little more serial. Five. Everybody knows five is better than bigger than one. No, man, it's yeah, no, yeah, it makes sense. But Daniel, how would your chickens get bird flu? Is it just other birds fucking with your chickens, or what if you had your three chickens, you'd have to kill them?
It sounds like it. Let me see. How does bird
Your chicken can't get better.
flu?
I'm telling you, there's no vaccines for chickens. Motherfuckers want to make. There's no vaccines.
I'm just assuming it's like
Yes.
when humans get sick. If I get sick, I'm near to you. I just pass it, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, they don't want it passing. Right.
well, because that's what it sounds like. If one had it, then they get rid of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just direct contact with each other is pretty much
Well, who's
airborne.
asking that? Who made that rule? Because that agency might be the same agency that had me double masking.
It might be. um, I
Center of
think
Disease and Control.
no, I think well, it makes sense, right? If they have all these
Yeah, it makes sense.
chickens
Yeah.
in one tiny area and one of them gets sick, and if it's airborne transmission or close contact, then yeah, you're screwed. They're all gonna get them. They're all right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, crazy.
Damn. I can't just give them like 2 days off. Just kidding. 2 days off, get a little better. Let these chickens get a little better. See if they can actually fight, pull through.
Give it
You
a
just
sick
gotta
day.
kill
Give it a
them.
sick day.
Give them a sick day. Fucking, you sure you want to report this? Could be a false positive.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's what it's causing the egg shortage, supposedly.
Mm,
So you
yeah,
know.
man, that was wild.
Hmm.
That was wild. If I would have hesitated and I would have just fuck, I don't know this brand, put it back. There was somebody behind me, man,
Ready to grab it.
ready to grab it. I'm telling you, man. I I think it's okay to get mad if you don't find any eggs in your refrigerator. I think your refrigerator should always have some eggs. Damn it, I don't have a steak today, but I got these two little webbles back there. Pause. I got these two little webbles back there. It's good night, call it a night. But
Hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
we'll see. We'll see. Thing said mid 2025, so uh, we'll see how accurate that is. But
Hmm.
yeah, man. What is? It's crazy, crazy, crazy times. The birds are
Yeah.
getting sick. The cows are getting sick. Damn,
Hmm.
crazy.
We're getting sick.
Yeah, I heard some places are bringing back mask mandates. No,
Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of little fucking. Oh, I almost said it. I see a lot of people around here using masks.
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I think I saw that in
Well,
healthcare settings supposedly.
didn't the
They did
White
it.
House just drop a video? And in the video they showed they like it was a whole bunch of people masked up.
I think it was I saw that it was in a video from 2020 that they
Ah,
reshared. So that's why
oh.
everyone's all messed up. But it's kind of like, God, you could have.
Why are you resharing it now?
Uh,
I'm
so here,
seeing it, Daniel.
so here we
You
go.
just need a few bad
Hmm.
fucking apples and it gets kicked off and it starts rolling.
Okay. It says California did not reinstate mask mandates statewide, but several counties in California have brought back mask mandates specifically for healthcare settings. Bay Area
Name them.
counties: Alameda, Contra Costa, Contra. God, these fucking names.
Crunchy Costa.
Contra, yeah, that one. Santa Clara, San Mateo, and Napa
What?
counties have reintroduced mask mandates for healthcare facilities starting from November 1st, 2024, extending through either March 31st or April 30th, 2025. These mandates apply to healthcare workers, and in some counties, they also extend to visitors and patients.
Oh, so just the hospitals.
Yeah, let's see.
Santa Clara is gay as hell, dude. They be gay as hell. You
So,
know, in Santa Clara, you need gun insurance.
yeah, so
Gay
Santa Clara County mandates masks for workers, visitors, and patients in healthcare settings.
workers,
San
workers.
Mateo County,
Construction.
no, I think in like hospitals or clinics.
Okay, 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 okay.
In
Don't you don't you mention San Mateo?
San Mateo County requires masks for healthcare workers and visitors. So if you have to go to the clinic, according to them, you gotta wear a mask.
Well, they still had that when I would go to Stanford. They would make me put on a mask. I kind of want to wear a mask in there. Kind of want to wear 5 masks. I kind of want to wear 5 masks in there. This is the capital for center disease. This is the best diseases go here.
You got gain of
Yeah,
function
master
research
my.
here.
Yeah, gain of function. This is a level 5 security laboratory. Yeah,
Shit,
man.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. But let's see what we got here. Yeah, dude. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm ready for to see what happens from here to January 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I said, there might be a lot of things that distract us. Uh,
Fuck.
but we'll see. We'll see what's up. We're gonna have Nick on. Uh, Fighter series. He's been posting a lot of stuff. I think I don't know. I forget the name of the people that he's been posting with, but they do a lot of stuff on the border in California. Just
Mm.
kind of finding. I think they did something where like they found like Chinese communications about like you know what to do while they're here, what not to do. So I kind of want to ask him about that. Uh, like I said, episode 100. We'll see who slides through. Should be fun. So
That's good.
yeah, that one I don't know. I might make that one the full screen one, but if that's the case, it won't be on Instagram because it doesn't work on there if
The
it's full screen.
Centurion.
So, but I'll try to let people know in advance. Because I don't know how many people are gonna come on or not. There's talks happening. There's talks happening, so we'll see who comes on. Um,
Hulk Hogan might be there allegedly.
hey, allegedly, Trump might pop in. You just got to tune in to find out. I don't know.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, okay, maybe
That
we booked them for 30 seconds, brother.
yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it's just bullshit. You got to find out.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Nah,
Click.
dude. It's crazy though. You know, to think hitting 100, that's a lot. That's a lot of episodes, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
conversations. Um
Mm-hmm.
eh, we'll see what happens this year. Ah, you got
Yeah.
anything else? Anybody else you want to call out? You want to
That's
cuss
all.
anybody out? Now's your chance.
Yeah. No, that's it. I think I've. Hey, I'm gonna hold these ass whoopings, these shout
Episode
outs
episode 100.
for episode 100. Or a Fauci costume. Just the devil.
Damn. Dude. Dude. No. Maybe episode 100 will go off the rails and just
Hmm.
start
You gonna
cussing.
say the N word? Is that what you're
Start.
saying?
Hey, if I have to. If I have to.
You tell me you're gonna
Hey,
get
man.
Matt up in here and you guys are both gonna say the N words together.
No, we're if Matt comes on here, we're gonna talk about dirty Indians.
Oh,
He knows what I'm talking about.
oh man.
So, it's
I just don't like that. I don't like. They're the people that are gonna get us to Mars, Daniel. And I think the faster, the sooner you get that through your that noggin of yours, your DEI noggin of yours.
yeah. I told you guys last week, right? Supposedly we're number 42 on the top
Oh,
100
42.
for Latino podcast.
Mm-hmm.
She number 1 next year. Watch out.
Never mind.
I didn't see horchata on there. Mm. That's for
But who
episode
made that
100.
list? The CDC?
Fauci. Some Indian made it.
Some Indian guy.
uh,
Hey, I've been to an Indian wedding, dude, and only one guy smelled.
mm,
There, it was pretty it was a pretty cool. I tried the food.
mm,
No, it's a big.
mm-mm,
It's gonna be a big no for me, big dog. Um, the wedding was nice. It was cool, dude. There was big bucks in there, you know. So I either they were all there at that one wedding,
mm.
or but they, yeah, there was one guy where I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, you'll turn,
It'll
but
hit you. That's
it was just one guy. It was just one guy, and he looked exactly like how he would smell. So everybody else though, roses.
Oh, dude, if you were on Instagram, the videos I would be sending you about the Indians.
Well, no. Well, I'm telling
Yeah.
you, because I would know because I smell. I try to find that guy again. Uh,
Follow
Smelled
your
everywhere.
nose.
Yeah, fuck. He's somewhere out here. That was a weird pungent smell. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it, but I. Yeah,
uh,
man. Yeah.
man,
Well, what a time to be alive, dude.
yeah. Look what Vivek doing to the Indians, man. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Vivek, dude. What the hell, bro, dude?
Being selfish.
You tell me not trying to bring your cousin. Get out of here, dude. I got cousins too.
Yeah, yeah. Come on now.
I,
But no, I mean episode 97. That's about it. That's all I got. You know,
that's it.
keep your head on a swivel. Pay
Mm-hmm.
attention to what's going on. Don't overreact to everything. It's the advice
Mm-hmm.
I can give you. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Always carry. Have a gun.
Always
Go
carry.
buy one.
Ladies,
Train.
especially you.
All that good
Ladies.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know. Be alert. Be aware. You know. Who knows, right?
Yeah, dude.
You know. That's the thing, right? People in New Orleans that were down that street, like, who knows, man? If you're more alert, maybe you get out of the way quicker. But you know, I get it too. You're in New Orleans. You're probably partying. You're probably not 100%. You know, in your faculties because you've probably been drinking or something.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I totally get it. So it's just, you know, I also Like, why wasn't security tighter? If you know people are
Well,
partying up and down in the
Daniel,
street all the time, why is he able to just drive around the fucking cone or whatever was there? Like, you know what I
did you
mean?
see the police chief? Who the police chief was?
No, who was it?
She was the police chief from Oakland.
Oh,
And they
nice.
guess what? Guess how she got there?
She
By
probably got
getting run
fired
out
over
of
here.
Oakland.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
got run out of Oakland for what? For what?
I don't know, probably some sort of fucking
Hitting
let's see.
hitting two pedestrians, Daniel, with her
Oh, good.
car.
Good. Good.
So, and hey, apparently she didn't even know there's those barricades.
Hey,
That those barricades are available.
you fail up in here in the United
You
States
fell
pretty much.
up,
You
bro.
fail up,
God,
dude. That's
you fell up.
that's the standard now. I mean,
Hmm.
just look at Kamala. You fail up.
You fell
Gavin
up.
Newsom, I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to run for president. He's gonna try to fail up.
Hmm.
So
That's the devil.
so
Hmm.
you know, we gotta stop that. We gotta stop giving these people that don't care about us that have failed repeatedly, not just once, repeatedly failed better opportunities. That shouldn't happen. So, gotta wake up.
Hmm. Hmm.
That being said, that's all I got. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Hit
Wu
that
Tang.
like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Like I said, January 20th, episode 100, January 14th, Nick Wilson. Tune into both. Should be a good one. Peace be with you.